inspiration.
The Inspiration Junkie Radio Show is your place for positive, uplifting, and inspirational music and stories about real life and real people. Get your fix right here on the Inspiration Junkie Radio Show.
Oh, this is my inspiration.
Welcome back to the Inspiration Junkie Radio Show.
I'm Teresa Rowe.
And I'm Brian Smith. We are your hosts for the Inspiration Junkie Radio Show. Hey, I got a joke.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, I want to clarify that I would not normally tell you this joke, Teresa, because
I can't wait,
that's
then.
just, I just wouldn't do it.
Okay.
But this joke comes to us from my 6-year-old grandson, Tanner.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I sometimes ask Tanner what he's learned at school, and sometimes he tells me nothing, and sometimes he tells me something. And this time he said, well, I learned a joke. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, why did the toilet paper not cross the road?
I do not know. I really don't.
Anyone at home? Oh, I can hear you shouting it. It's because it got stuck in the crack. Okay, so
Seriously? At school?
I told you that I wouldn't tell that joke to you normally,
Okay.
but it comes from a 6-year-old, so I'm assuming that we can tell that.
He has a sense of humor.
He does. He gets that from me.
Yes, he does.
I think he does. The apple doesn't fall far from the old oak.
I wouldn't think so.
But do you have, now that's a lighthearted joke.
Yes,
do you have,
I
a
liked
lighthearted song that you can send our way?
I do. It's by Brad Paisley, and it's called Me Neither.
Me neither.
Me neither.
How many times have I wonder how many times I've said that in my life.
I've said it a gazillion, but kids say it a lot.
Yep.
When they're asked a choice
Yep.
for a restaurant, in the car.
Yep.
You know, where do you want to go? I don't know. Me neither.
Yep.
We've both probably said it a lot. I think it's a great title.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I remember when I was meeting girls and trying to date girls. Of course, this was
Did you try and do that, Brian?
It was back in the black and white days. It was definitely not in the Technicolor days, but in the black and white days, I would try to date girls, and I just wanted to be compatible with them, and I would force it. And they would say something like, well, I don't want to do this. And I'd always say, me neither. Even if I really wanted to do it, I would just say me neither, hoping to get a date.
Those days were kind of awkward. Also, for me, I remember guys would want to be my friend, and I would just want to be their good buddy, and they'd ask me out for a burger. And, of course, I like a good hamburger. But then it seemed that they wanted to be a boyfriend or something like that. It just made it all kind of awkward.
Yeah, that was me. That
really?
was me.
Right.
And of course, it wasn't me with you because we didn't even know each other then.
No.
And certainly you wouldn't have dated somebody as old as me. But I will tell you that I was that guy that was always looking for that relationship. I was just wanting to do that part of the American dream where you had a high school sweetheart and you got married and everything, and that was me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, well, it was actually pretty pathetic,
but
probably.
You know what? Guys like you turned out to be really nice guys, and I should have paid attention to guys like you more because I was drawn to the rebels. Why is that?
Well,
why is that?
Well, I couldn't tell you, but if I'd known that then.
Yeah, you could have been a rebel.
Yeah, well, yeah, who wouldn't have been?
Got on that motorcycle, yeah.
That's right. So,
yes.
So we've got this song by Brad.
Yes, and
Great
he wrote
guitar.
it.
He wrote it.
Yeah. With his friends.
Do you have anything?
Yeah, he wrote it with his friends Frank Rogers and Chris DuBois. They were on vacation together in South Carolina, so they wrote it in the car on their way back to Nashville, about a 9.5-hour drive, and they wrote all the lines. And,
wow,
and
in 9.5 hours.
Yeah, that's all. 9.5 hours. That's a long time to be in a car.
I can't write a birthday card in 9 hours, and they're writing a whole song. Oh,
I know.
My gosh. Well, Brad is an amazing guitar player, very underrated, just a wonderful talent, and maybe we ought to take a listen?
Absolutely. Here is Me Neither by Brad Paisley.
On the Inspiration Junkie Radio Show.